Hello, my fellow travelers. I'm gonna see if I can pop off this video while there is construction going on next door. It was too cold to go outside and I'm in the art studio. So the situation is a lot like the astrology for November. It's a lot of behind the scenes, knocking, banging, restructuring, rewiring, uh, bouncing all around and making things right and ready to proceed forward with the winter and into 2022. So the astrology is just like, there's so many things going on. I'm not even gonna really go into key points, but I will say that there is a lot of room for growth, potential for growth, push for growth, and those are usually squares that are challenges. And then there's a lot of lovely trines that are helping us do this growth. So as humans, we don't really grow unless we're pushed to. Horses are kind of the same way. They're not really, unless they're wild horses, they're not really gonna want to do what you say and run all the time. They just kind of want to hang out a lot. The horses that I've rode that live in stables, so humans are kind of the same way, right? We don't get pushed into a new circumstance for no reason. And when there are challenges, we have to figure out a new circumstance. So it pushes us to think differently about things and to see what's working, what's not working, what's faulty wiring in the brain or in the house. Is the floor settled and secure? Is there a grounding for you? The analogy of the house really works for us and our personal development. So I'd say November is really about taking your time, but pushing forward as well in thinking about things differently than we ever have, because there is a crunch in the mind to think faulty thoughts that are negative or stressful, or everyone's out to get me, or no one understands me, or piling the stress on top of I've got this, I've got that. In the morning when you're in the shower, the thoughts can just pile on top of each other, and then you're starting your day in a very wonky vibration. So November is a perfect time to really make a point to be like, okay, how do I want to start my day? How do I want to put my thoughts towards what is important and positive? Important and positive. There's always a way to look at something like faulty wiring, right? You're like, oh no, this is not going to work. This is horribly done. And whoever did it probably didn't give a rat's ass when they did it. So you kind of bring this whole moment up of somebody doing something wrong, you noticing that it's wrong, and then you have this feeling like, fuck. But that's the explosion, in a way, of the stuff that needs to be acknowledged coming out. So instead, look at the fact that, isn't it great that you found this wiring that is not serving you or not going to work in the house? And so that it can be addressed and it can be fixed and it can be given positive love and therefore work forever perfectly. Just be in the right vibration. It's interesting that I'm talking about electrical wiring, because that's energy, isn't it? That's energy through the mind, energy coming in and out of us from the universe, between each other, ourselves. So I think you understand my point at 444. 444 is about structures and getting your structure correct. And one of the astrologies that we've had all year, but is happening again, third time, is the Saturn and Uranus square of Saturn's like, take your time, and Uranus is like, boldly go forth where no one has gone before. Saturn's like, you know, we need to get some paperwork, and Uranus is like, I don't know what you're talking about. I am a creator in the universe. I'm the sky. So, right? So we're kind of like 3D, 5D, old way, new way. So we're like really in it, and the energy is here to support us to be able to make these good decisions. So I picked some cards from this awesome deck that was gifted to me, the Wild Unknown Archetypes by Kim Kranz, and they are super cool round cards. And so I think this is perfect for, there's a lot of dust in the air, so I'm thirsty. Drinking coffee that's very, very nurturing. What's the word? Replenishing? Isn't that funny? Like, I can't think of the word for like moisturizing. Anyway, here are our cards. We have, let's take them one at a time. The Vow. I'm having a good time. I've been trying to set this up for like an hour, and like talking to you, I can totally ignore that. And you know, so now I'm feeling good. Anyway, the Vow is our first card for November. I was like, what do we need to know? And this card is about, what do you say? What promises do you make? And are you following up and acknowledging that you said that, and being truthful with what you are doing as opposed to what you've said. So this looks like they're holding like 4 hands here. It's like, you know, I said this, you said that, I did this, you did that, and the dove of peace flies. So the vow of, what are you saying? What are you holding sacred? What are you, do your words mean anything? Even if you get angry, do you mean those words? Or are you just getting heated? Or are you just saying, oh yeah, I'll see you next week, and you don't really mean that, you know? So because when you do that, you're splitting your energy between what you're thinking and what you're doing. If it doesn't vibrate together, it's like faulty wiring. So see where your vows are. See who and what you're saying you will do things, and do you do it? And do you also do what yourself says that you will do or should do or want to do? Right? So, yeah, you get it. And then for the action to be taken, what do we do about November's energy and the vow? The temple. So a friend and client said that she made space in her closet for a meditation prayer corner. Great idea. Absolutely great idea. Because then you're starting yourself with positive intentions of what you do want, instead of reminiscing and ruminating over what you don't want because it's stressing you, right? Get out of that, move towards prayer, positive thoughts and vibrations. So the temple is, you know, what do you hold sacred? Are you constantly on your phone? Is it about food? Is it about what TV? What is a ritual that you do all the time, and is it working for you? And is it time to come up with a new ritual? Or have you found new rituals lately, and are they really great? And now it's about doing them more often, and remembering to take time to do what you set out to do. Going to the gym, doing yoga, meditation, sitting quietly, staring at the wall, just being. So, the temple. Where and what is your temple? And how are you treating your temple? You know, with this whole, it doesn't, the world situation, but everything, there's always potential for stress. And I feel that our job is to be able to transcend that stress and not feel that stress. It doesn't matter if this is happening or that's happening. It's still, we can find the stillness in between all of that. So that's the message. I hope that was clear. And yes, if you would like a personal reading, it's always a good time, but this is really a good time to see how to work with yourself best. You know, what's my Mars doing? Going into Scorpio. The world's Mars is going to Scorpio, so it's like a real digging deep with what am I doing? And so looking at your astrology, you can really see what you're working with yourself. And with the spirit therapy side, we talk about what your true desires are, what are you saying, and how it can all come together so that you can manifest exactly what you need. So, yes, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, subscribing, liking, sharing, and I will hopefully talk to you sooner than a month. We're constructing, so there's a big push. So hopefully I will be free to talk again soon. All right. Much love. Love yourself so you can love the world.